Las Cruces, New Mexico, and Aggie Memorial Stadium, home to the New Mexico State Aggies. You know, we love coming to the land of enchantment, especially when we have an enchanting game like the one in store today. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the New Mexico Lobos, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the New Mexico State Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Lobos will kick it off to get us underway. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped up to 17. So New Mexico State's offense will take the first swing of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Paulo.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Facing a third down and short from the 26. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. The Aggies get enough for the first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. He finds his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The Lobos offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Still running at the 40. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Lobos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gets open down the middle. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And the Lobos want to move quickly. keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal for the offense. Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Lobos! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fielded in the end zone, it's Watkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Getting some heat. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. Now the play fake. Looking down the middle. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board.
New Mexico State, 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. And the Aggies get enough to move the chains.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Paula.
Yeah, it's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
That's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to them, let them break tackles, let them make plays. Easy decision.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's got an open man. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important 1st down. Looking for space. It's Washington. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Fires the pass, intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. Looking for a deep man. Oh, and he gets downfield with a big catch. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. It's caught. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The Lobos moving quickly to the line. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To throw, it's Dampier. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Lobos! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise we saw just that in the first half today. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. New Mexico State will kick it away to open this third quarter. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Wants to throw. It's Dampier. He fires to the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, New Mexico. And the stomping has commenced. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Line gets set, first down. Handoff from the gun. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets to the 14.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They come to the line hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. Hand off from the shotgun. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab over the middle. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays.
He tries to take the top off. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. Now 2nd and 10.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Looking for a crease. It's Sanders. And the Lobos racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Line gets set, 1st down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Lobos! And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it.
New Mexico, 35. New Mexico State, 0.
Coming out with it, it's Watkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Smith. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. At the 40, there he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the 1st down. He wants to throw. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. This New Mexico State offense is pushing all the right buttons. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Aggies. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback checking off. To the air, it's Dampier. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He rifles one deep down the middle. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Got his man in the middle. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He wants it all. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. Just trucks through it. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Nah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting, keep throwing the football, try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
Quickly complete. At the 20, he's got space. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
When you play zone coverage, everybody drops back. Everybody has eyes on the quarterback. You're not really looking at the wide receivers a lot of times, so they can slip in those little cracks.
There's a live football. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Lobos in the hurry-up. They go right back to him. Got room at the 35. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Offense, quick tempo. The option look. He'll toss him. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They went up top on 2nd and short. Surely they stick to the ground here on 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
42, New Mexico State, 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. He's going up top here late in the game. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.